Currently, the restaurant industry is facing a challenging period, exacerbated by the rising costs of essential food items, leaving American consumers with limited disposable income for dining out. This situation is having a significant negative impact on well-known chains like Olive Garden, Waffle House, and even Little Caesars, the NFL's official pizza provider. These chains are grappling with reduced sales and higher operating expenses, resulting in substantial profit losses and edging closer to potential bankruptcy proceedings. As the economic landscape continues to present challenges, it's crucial to highlight the struggles of these restaurant chains that are teetering on the brink of survival. Without further delay, here are 15 major restaurant chains facing dire circumstances. Olive Garden. Olive Garden, synonymous with free breadsticks, unlimited salad, and delectable pasta, is among the most iconic restaurants in America. Despite its fame, the brand is confronting numerous difficulties this year. Darden Restaurants, Olive Garden's parent company, has informed investors and analysts of the necessity to lower their expectations due to inflation strain on its primary customer base. CNBC reported that the company's profits fell nearly $100 million short of expectations, with same-store sales plummeting 8% below their targets. Raj Vennam, Darden's chief financial officer, explained that Olive Garden, offering both dine-in and takeout options, faces heightened vulnerability due to escalating expenses for everyday essentials. Sales figures have not met the company's projections, largely due to the challenges faced by middle and upper-middle-class Americans dealing with inflation and sluggish wage growth in recent years. Today, consumers are less willing to spend $20 on an entree when more affordable fast-casual alternatives like Chipotle are available, posing a significant challenge to Olive Garden. In response, the casual dining chain has streamlined its menu, shifted toward takeout, and initiated cost-cutting measures. However, industry experts question whether these actions will be sufficient to shield the company from the overall decline in customer traffic and the erosion of its core customer base. Five Guys. The Five Guys empire is currently experiencing significant cracks in its foundation, primarily due to severe financial losses stemming from lawsuits that have unveiled the company's violations of food safety regulations. As reported by CBS News, the chain has been serving burgers made from beef containing high levels of antibiotics, as highlighted by the Center for Food Safety. Although antibiotics are typically used to prevent livestock diseases, their overuse can lead to antibiotic resistance in humans, making illnesses more challenging to treat, surgeries riskier, and even minor injuries potentially deadly. Additionally, recent years have seen the brand plagued by poor management, with some managers arrested for embezzlement. In one instance, a former manager absconded with over $27,000 in cash deposits from the restaurant, as reported by the Sender Daily Times. Furthermore, the chain faces scrutiny from government regulators for alleged violations of labor laws and tax payments. While the executive team appears to downplay these issues, these events collectively indicate significant underlying problems behind the scenes. Waffle House. Notably, around 600 Waffle House locations have closed since 2020, a consequence of the devastating impact of the pandemic on this breakfast chain. Even now, management grapples with the challenge of reviving Waffle House. CEO Walter Ima has disclosed a substantial drop in sales volumes and persistent disruptions caused by a severe labor shortage. Waffle House service employees earn a meager $2.92 per hour and rely heavily on tips to achieve a livable wage. Consequently, thousands of workers have left their positions over the past few years, leaving recruiters scrambling to find replacements. In response to these challenges, the chain has implemented a 20% fee on all to-go orders, citing a 10% service fee and 10% paid to service. However, customers remain skeptical of this explanation for rising prices at Waffle House. On social media, many perceive the company as engaging in price gouging while failing to provide adequate financial support to its workforce. Under public scrutiny, Waffle House is losing favor at a critical time when it urgently needs to boost sales and profits to weather the ongoing economic downturn. Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse, a Louisville-based restaurant chain, has faced a dramatic downturn following the unfortunate passing of its founder and CEO, Ken Taylor, due to COVID-19 complications in 2021. CNN reports that the company is grappling with the challenge of managing surging operational costs, including inflation affecting commodities and labor. The cost of supplies has surged by approximately 17% compared to the previous year, with wages rising by 7%. Currently, Texas Roadhouse finds itself far from achieving its target operating margin of 17% to 18%. Although traffic increased by 7.6% this year, the escalating costs associated with additional personnel, high wages, and ongoing inflation in the beef industry have eroded the chain's restaurant-level margins, marking the fifth consecutive quarter of decline. Panda Express. The challenges facing Panda Express extend far beyond what meets the eye. This Chinese fast food chain is currently embroiled in a series of class action lawsuits brought forth by its employees and customers, exposing the company's abusive practices. Employees have revealed distressing incidents, including mandatory participation in ritualistic activities during training seminars that involved stripping down to their underwear and hugging partially clad co-workers. These practices were presented as prerequisites for career advancement within the company. Consequently, Panda Express is confronted with allegations of harassment, fostering a hostile work environment, and causing emotional distress intentionally. Oscar Ramirez, the attorney representing the case, expressed the intent to present this matter to a jury to send a clear message to Panda Express, which operates over 2,000 restaurants, demanding an end to these psychologically abusive and harassing practices. Furthermore, Panda Express recently settled a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, which exposed hidden delivery fees with misleading disclosures. The lawsuit revealed that the company misrepresented the cost of delivery, initially advertising low-priced deliveries at $2.95, but later adding a 10% service charge for delivery, adversely impacting the company's profit margins significantly this year. This precarious financial position could leave Panda Express particularly vulnerable in 2024 and beyond. Golden Corral. In recent years, Golden Corral, a prominent restaurant chain, has faced a series of challenges leading to financial strain and closures. Sales sharply declined at its establishments, largely due to public health concerns following the CDC's caution against self-serve eateries. Over the past 3 years, Golden Corral has shuttered nearly half of its restaurants, exacerbated by the bankruptcy filings and closures of key franchisees. One multi-store franchisee sought Chapter 11 protection owing to a substantial $49.7 million in unsecured debt. More recently, another major franchisee, Platinum Corral, declared bankruptcy, permanently closing half of its location. To counter these setbacks, the company's CEO has proposed transforming approximately 50 Golden Corral restaurants and cafeterias as a measure to boost sales and stabilize the chain. However, in an industry where innovation plays a pivotal role in success, Golden Corral faces the challenge of reconciling its old-school approach with the need for competitiveness. Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, a renowned Southern-themed American restaurant chain, has experienced a steady decline in customer satisfaction since 2018. resulting in a loss of thousands of patrons in recent years. This trend is reflected in disappointing financial results, marked by declining sales and increasing operational costs. In 2023 alone, numerous Cracker Barrel locations closed their doors. A notable example is the closure of all Cracker Barrel restaurants in Portland, Oregon, a few months ago. The company attributes its financial challenges to lingering repercussions from the pandemic. Additionally, the threat looms over approximately 40 more locations, raising concerns about the chain's future. Taco John's, a recent report from the U.S. Sun exposes the challenges faced by Taco John's, a popular taco chain, as it grapples with lease obligations and increasing commercial real estate rents. Steep rent hikes have forced Taco John's to operate several of its outlets at a loss over the past year. To restore its financial health, the company is pursuing cost-cutting measures, primarily through the removal of underperforming restaurants from its portfolio. In January 2023, Taco John's boasted 400 locations across 23 states, but today, only 367 remain operational. Dairy Queen. Beloved by ice cream enthusiasts across the United States, Dairy Queen is undergoing widespread closures in 2023 due to tensions between franchise operators and corporate management. One of the longest-standing Dairy Queen locations, situated in Merritt Island, Florida, succumbed to closure after over 60 years in business. Executives are taking a firm stance, threatening further closures of non-compliant stores. Compliance involves costly renovations, the introduction of new appliances, and the implementation of digital devices to monitor location productivity. Simultaneously, franchisees grapple with soaring dairy product costs, driven by a decline in the national cow herd, along with elevated energy, labor, packaging, and transportation expenses. Little Caesars Pizza. Despite its designation as the NFL's official pizza provider, Little Caesars Pizza is confronting a severe existential crisis. A recent report underscores the financial challenges faced by its franchisees, who, for every $5 in sales, earn just 90 cents, rendering the chain unattractive to potential investors. Furthermore, calculations reveal that operating a Little Caesars franchise incurs costs of $1.023 million, while annual sales average only around $798,000. This substantial discrepancy equates to franchisees facing losses exceeding 20% on their investments, posing a serious risk of insolvency. Joe's Crab Shack. Joe's Crab Shack, a family-friendly dining spot known for its seafood offerings since the early 90s, is experiencing a rapid decline. The chain has witnessed the closure of numerous locations in the past year due to profitability challenges. Tragically, a couple of restaurants also ceased operations due to fire incidents in Vancouver and San Antonio. While fans hold out hope for its survival, Joe's Crab Shack has navigated bankruptcy twice in the past 2 decades, and current challenges may push it toward a similar outcome. Denny's. A viral incident captured the depth of Denny's current challenges when, in August, a severely understaffed Texas location saw customers stepping into the kitchen to assist with cooking. While understaffing is not uncommon in the current restaurant industry climate, Denny's faces deeper and more concerning issues compared to other chains. Reports indicate that several Denny's locations have already closed this year, with additional closures driven by lawsuits related to food safety regulations in various states. If the chain's struggles culminate in widespread closure in 2023, it may not come as a surprise, as some individuals on social media have characterized Denny's cuisine as among the least appetizing. Foodtruckers. By 2023, the dwindling number of Foodtruckers locations has led people to reminisce about the chain in the past tense. A Reddit user asked, Does anyone else miss foodtruckers? Just a few months ago, while another pondered, was foodtruckers good? As of August, approximately 96 outlets remain. Earlier in the year, the company underwent extensive store closures, with Texas and Central Florida bearing the brunt of the impact. Despite announcing expansion plans, restaurant industry analysts express skepticism about the brand's future. They contend that foodtruckers' business model lacks the effectiveness needed to survive in a market saturated with major burger chains. The brand lacks that distinctive factor to set it apart from the competition. It appears that foodtruckers may soon join the ranks of vanishing restaurant chains. Friendly's, established in 1935. Some consider it a miracle that Friendly's is still in operation. Originating as an ice cream shop in Springfield, Massachusetts, it later introduced burgers and fries to its menu. However, today, prices have risen significantly, and the restaurant faces financial challenges. Just 2 years after filing for bankruptcy due to the pandemic, Friendly's is now shuttering multiple locations. According to Business Insider, if 2023 marks the end for Friendly's, it will signify the conclusion of a long-standing legacy, and many Americans will feel its absence. Ruby Tuesday. Renowned for its affordable American cuisine, Ruby Tuesday is another chain facing imminent disappearance. Over the past decade, more than 600 locations have closed, and following its 2021 bankruptcy filing, only 200 restaurants remain across 11 states. Given the chain's lackluster performance in 2023, its future remains uncertain. Throughout the year, individual locations have continued to shut their doors, with several Wisconsin, Connecticut, and Texas establishments permanently closing due to low profitability. Experts at Restaurant Clicks predict that, amid an unfolding economic recession, ongoing bankruptcy proceedings, and recent closures, Ruby Tuesday's days are numbered. These are just a few examples of businesses grappling with the current economic downturn. While some in the media may deny the presence of a recession, the fact that even long-established restaurant chains are struggling to stay afloat suggests otherwise. A wave of bankruptcies is looming, and many beloved chains may soon succumb to these challenging times.